Faith without works is dead, right? I understand that the book of James is quite clear and concise with making that point. If faith without works is dead, that means if I believe for it, I must in fact work on it. Then means that there's a separation between what I do and what God does. And I used to think that what God does is in response to what it is that I do. So if I work by faith, and God is going to reward my faith. But now I have to actually think about it. If God goes before me, he lives within eternity and I in time, and he has already preordained things and predestined things. I'm just walking in the reality that God has already spoke over my life that's tied to a promise that he spoke. What God does is not in response to what I do, but in fact the opposite. What I do is in response to what God has already done. The fact that I believe enough in it means that I'm going to work on it because I'm responding to what I've already seen. So when God gives me vision of me preaching and I believe that I'm going to be the preacher, then the corresponding action in response is I pick up this Bible and I begin to preach some scripture. You see, if you believe in your greatness, that you're going to be a great athlete, and you see yourself as the great athlete on the platform, then I believe that the corresponding action in response to what you've seen is to take your butt to practice. See, that's a response to what has already been done, that God has already given you vision of. Follow me here for a second. When I think about the word dead, for something to be dead, that means it is not in existence in time. But I also think about when we die, we no longer exist in time, we go to eternity. So what if the inverse of that is, if something is actually dead and dormant and inactive, it's not the fact that it doesn't exist, it's just already been spoken in eternity and must come into existence into time. And the same way that God says, I am the resurrection, what if that means that God has designated a dead dream to you and has given you the assignment to bring it to life through your corresponding works? I'm just trying to submit and to tell somebody, I want to give you the idea and the thought that you can wrestle with. What dead thing has God entrusted you with? Because I understand that many people are frustrated with the dead thing. Might I submit to you that it's dead by design, because resurrection power is living on the inside of you, and you have been designated to bring that dream to life, bring that vision to life, bring it into reality. See, might I submit to you? See, because dead dreams and dead relationships and a dead calling that make you feel as if you are a dead man or dead woman walking, might I submit to you, it looks dead and it makes you lose hope until you realize resurrection is living in you. Therefore, you have the power to bring a dead thing back, and let it be done not by my might, not by my power, but by the Spirit that's living. Don't make me do it.